Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the chair log. Whoa. Just another standard chair log. I'm going to answer some comic questions. I'm going to talk about things that are going on. You know the deal. Well, first thing, right now, it's really early for me. It's 1:45 p.m. Just rolled out of bed. I went to bed at 8 p.m. When you practice like 3 hours a day, it's important to sleep for 14 after that. You guys know how it is. I'm just kidding. I didn't practice for 3 hours yesterday. I'd like to practice that long today. We'll see how it goes. Today is May 3rd, if you're watching this the day of upload, and it is almost time for that seminar that I promised that I was going to do on Patreon. So I won't always do this for you, but while it's small, I might as well give you the exact number. I have 8 people on Patreon. Hey, shout out to those 8 people. How's it going? And the thing that's going to be happening at 3 p.m. today is there's going to be a seminar where I'm going to show you what I think is a proper first classical guitar lesson, and that is geared towards people who want to start teaching guitar and are a little nervous about how they're actually going to start. Well, if you're diligent about it, you could have joined my Patreon and you can sit through a seminar where I will show you all that stuff. There'll be like a Q&A afterwards too, where I'll answer some questions and kind of get to know you guys. I don't know who the members are, so we'll see if there are any familiar faces, because I've met quite a few of you just online. So, you know, right now it's 8. That might be one of the last times I ever tell you that number. Lots of big stuff. Big, exciting stuff, huh? Okay, I think now we can go ahead and jump into some comic questions. I just put out that Santana video, so that one's kind of flooding the comments right now. Oh, this is a nice one. Marco B, tell us you're a loser without actually using the exact words. How many Grammys do you have? I have as many as you have, probably. There's a lot of snarky ones here. You don't like electric guitars? Like what? Laughing face? Yeah, you must be new here, dude. Cameron, I'm subscribing. How many more subs do you need for a 6-pack reveal? Hey, if we're talking about a 6-pack of beer, only one more subscriber. Go ahead and like and subscribe, guys. This is kind of an interesting question. This is one, surprise, I don't really know like that much about. I'm taking my socks off, by the way, under here. This is an actual guitar question, too. This comes from Gene Siskalgar. He said, what is your take on playing classical guitar without fingernails? My apologies if you have addressed this before. I'm sure I've addressed it in like a snarky, sort of insulting way. I mean, elephant in the room, my current guitar teacher has been like a big proponent of nailless. I'm pretty sure he has like courses on just that, playing guitar without using nails. Yeah, like I think it's fine, of course. I mean, like what kind of opinion can I even really have on that? Something that you guys love to throw into my face is, you know, Soar never used nails, and you're called sore hands, so why would you use nails to play? There's a reason why Soar didn't use nails. It's because they only had gut strings at the time, and nails would tear up gut strings. Like, you can't use nails on gut. Nylon, they're more durable. Obviously with nails, I think you can play a bit louder, and also just the guitar's construction has changed over time to be like I don't know exactly why it changed to how it has changed, but it seems that the guitar has sort of evolved to continuously get like louder and louder, because it went from like the romantic guitar into like the more like modern build that we have, and then like the bracing changed to make the actual soundboard thinner to make it louder to fill a concert hall more. So, you know, it seems like any kind of change that's happened has just served to make the guitar louder, and that can be seen as like a bad thing, I think, too, because there is some loss, because even on a really fancy lattice brace guitar like one that I have, it sounds really beautiful. But if I compare it to the Stice that I have, which is a fan brace, and in fact it's more than just a fan brace, the bracing is shaped like a romantic guitar. So it's a very like quiet guitar, but it's also like very sweet. On the lattice brace Thames guitar that I have, you can play it, and even just a really small input, it's super loud. But when you go between Dolce and Ponticello, it's not quite as extreme as it is on the Stice, I find. That's like a normal complaint with lattice brace. Like, people say that they're loud, but it's almost like the guitar is like screaming. I don't think that guitar screams, but it is very loud. It's like one of the loudest guitars I've ever played. It's kind of blown away when I first played it. I could see playing without nails one day. I probably wouldn't want to play that guitar though, because kind of the whole point of the guitar is that it's super loud, and while it's super loud, it still holds up with sound really well. But if you compared it to like a really nice fan brace guitar that was just like super mellow and sweet sounding, it would definitely be quieter than that guitar, but it would probably sound better technically, and you'd have like more control over the sound. So if I were to play with no nails, I would probably want a guitar like that. And like something else to consider too, I'm going in for a master's degree pretty soon, kind of jumping into the modern classical guitar world, which has its set of standards. Anybody who's in a competition or in university, if they're studying classical guitar, they're gonna play with nails, because we're thinking about trying to fill a concert hall, maybe also filling it like unmiked too. And I probably wouldn't lose my nails unless I was specifically studying lute, which that might be a bit more specialized than just a classical guitar performance degree master's, which is what I'm going for. I feel that that's kind of a general degree, like one that's just sort of a foundation of your education, and then from there I might want to pursue like lute or romantic guitar or something. All in all, it's cool, of course, and especially in the world of modern recording, it doesn't really matter how quiet your instrument is, but I don't think you're going to see nailless players ever in competition or in university or anything like that. At least I haven't seen that. So yeah, that's pretty much that. But you know, I get the appeal. It would be nice to rock climb. It would be nice to bowl again. Whenever I'm at a bowling alley, I always look like a child, like rolling it between my legs, holding it 2 hands. It would be nice to be a normal person again, but I also accept that there's sacrifices with playing the guitar. And one of them is that you might break a nail and you have to protect your hand. And that's just how it is. And let's look at some of the answers that comment got. So, this one is from Anna Heldekar Valhood. It's a valid way to play. Yeah, wait, I mean, no it's not. You're not valid. If you play guitar without nails, you're a bad person. Great players like Sor and Targa also played without nails. You know, again, I think if they had the choice, they might actually play with their nails. But they certainly did not have the technology to do it, so of course they didn't. Just like how a lot of you said that if Bach was born in the modern day, you think that he would blow off steam on the electric guitar. Maybe he would, but just because he didn't play electric guitar back in the day doesn't mean that he wouldn't play it now. It didn't exist. It wasn't an option for him. So I feel like saying those players played without nails, that's like why it's valid. I don't think that that's true. That's just what they had to do back then. Mickey John, you said, hey Cameron, do you still own an electric guitar? If you do you ever play it? That's actually a wonderful question. I do own an electric guitar. I own a PRS SE and it is currently in my closet and it's been there for the past half year. I played electric guitar from 11 up until like 23 or so. I still have a pick. Like I keep a pick around here because I like to play with that sometimes. Here it is. This is the only guitar pick I own and it's made of tortoise shell because I'm a bad person. Now one of my students gave this to me when he visited. The one student who you saw visit, and he told me that the only thing worse than owning a tortoise shell pick is to own a tortoise shell pick and to not use it. So I use it sometimes. If only my strings could also be made out of gut, then I could have like the guitar suffering, or what's the trifecta? If my tuning pegs are made out of like ivory or something. Yeah, it's too bad. Too bad. We'll get there. I kind of stopped playing electric guitar like a few years ago. I don't know, it's just not a priority. Like, I played a lot of electric guitar as a kid and a young adult, and it's just, I don't know, classical's the thing now. Classical's what I want to study. It's what I'm going to be spending at least like the next 10 years doing. In all honesty, guys, I could see even going back to steel string too, but I have a lot of work to do with classical first. I want to just be a one guitar kind of guy for now, and I want to just actually get there and not just spend my life just jumping around to random things, because I have a lot of passions. Like, I've studied jazz for years. I was kind of getting okay at it, but then I switched like back to classical. This was like in my early 20s. Sometimes I get the temptation to switch back, but I think it'll be better if I just focus on classical, especially going into this degree, and I just stay the course and just try to get to that place where I can give a great recital that's like an hour long and just be really competent in that way. In that, I kind of have this fantasy where I sell like all of my electric stuff. So I'm going to show you guys something really quick. Listen, I have so much stuff and I'm going to be moving and I just don't want to have it anymore. But I spent like a lot of money on this stuff, so it'd be nice to sell it for a price. So here's what I got. I got an MRX brick. This powers the pedal board. You guys are going to love this one. The Super Overdrive SD1. Post in the comments, what does SD stand for? Shout out to one of the last reactions I did. A looper station. Boom. We have my favorite pedal here. This is a, I don't know the brand, but look at that. It's a compressor. It's the brand name down there. I can't read that. And then finally, I'm not going to take it off, but we have this Morel wah pedal. This reminds me of the Kirk Hammett wah pedal that I almost got instead of this one. I need to make a Kirk Hammett video. It's about time for that. Wah pedal is, of course, one of my favorite pedals too. So, Sore Hands viewers, how much should I sell that for on Facebook Marketplace? Should I sell it as a bundle, just like the whole thing? Should I sell them individually? I have all the power supplies for each one, so just assume that it's like a used pedal. Somebody could give me a breakdown on like just how much I should sell them for. They're dusty, they work, I assume. I'll like check if they work. So yeah, that's the first thing I'm selling. Let me know what I can get for that. What's like a fair price? Boom, that's it. Oh, let's actually end it with this. So this is something that's been kind of breaking news in the guitar community for a while. The Giacomo, I think his name is, scandal of him like stealing guitar licks and also like overdubbing himself playing them. Hey, that's kind of in the world of classical guitar right there, like recording stuff and then overdubbing it later. So I don't know, I think maybe he'll fit right in. I saw that Adam Neely made a video about it, and I saw that Rick Beato just posted a video about it, like a much shorter one, kind of in the style of a video that I would make, where he's just kind of talking. Adam Neely actually took weeks, it seemed, to research and make like a 50-minute long video essay. I watched a little bit of that video, and the part that I was the most interested in was listening to all the other guitar influencers like complain and groan. I don't know, it seemed like everybody's being kind of a baby. I don't really know the situation, but I can kind of tell that I don't like care, I guess. But I'm gonna review it and like make a mockery of it. I can do that if you want. I'll poke fun of it. I'll probably make jokes about how like, well, electric guitar is not even a real instrument in the first place, so like, what do you mean stealing licks? The real crime is that he's playing an electric guitar. And then I feel if you were doing that on classical guitar, it's like, yeah, doesn't like everybody do that? You record the piece and then you mime to it, and that's like how all classical music videos are done. There's a reason why every music video isn't called like recital. When you watch somebody play a classical guitar and the camera's moving at all, just assume they're miming along. Except for when I do it, I can actually say with great confidence, I've never mimed along to anything I do, and it's obvious that I don't, because you can tell there are mistakes. It's not perfect. And the only thing I've ever strived for perfection for was that one fugue recording that I did. You can find it. It's the cow painting, and you should see how cut up that thing is, man. Like, I made a video about it. I posted it a few days after I posted that fugue recording, and it probably has like 50 or more cuts, because it's just like Frankenstein together. That's how all classical music is done, for the most part. Like, obviously some people do better with longer takes, and some people are very meticulous. Like Glenn Gould was famous for that. He would like cut up his recordings a lot. So, you know, somebody asked me to review that. I will review that. It's not going to be as well done as Adam Neely's video, because he actually like tried to make a good video essay, but I will certainly react to it, and then just like, that's it. So it's almost seminar time, so I'm gonna get ready for that. And yeah, I might film that video after. If I do, you'll see it tomorrow. If I don't film it, you'll see another video tomorrow. Yeah, that pretty much covers it. So let's go ahead and wrap it up here. Of course, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. Hey, there might be another seminar, so go ahead and join the Patreon. Maybe wait for an announcement of the seminar, unless you just want to give me money just because you enjoy me. We'll see. Like, it might be a monthly thing. Maybe I'll make them master classes if you want to like play your stuff for me and get some feedback. I could always do the same seminar again if there's demand for it. We can kind of decide in the Patreon what we want to do each month, if I'm doing it monthly. There's no promises of that yet, but it certainly is happening today, so that'll be fun. And of course, if you want some guitar lessons, send me an email. I'm full right now, so there's a waiting list. Like I said, state your case, especially if you want to do weekly, hour-long lessons and you really want to make some progress and get into it, then, you know, we'll find some space for you at some point. What else we got? Rootin's Delight. Head on down over to Rootin's Delight, pick yourself up some merch. And I don't know, what else even is there? I mean, thanks for watching. It's been a crazy ride. Things have been great. Channel growth is looking good. It's kind of slowing down a little bit, but things were insane there this past month. Like, I think I've gone up like 10,000 subscribers or something. So, you know, thanks for watching. Thanks for all that. And yeah, we're gonna stir the pot a little more tomorrow. So, I'll see you then.